In the distant land of Ur, where the sun rose over temples of stone, and incense rose to silent gods, there lived a man named Abram. Simple, quiet, yet inside him burned a question. Who is the true God? One night, when the world was still and only the stars kept watch, a voice came, deep, holy, unshakable. Open quote, Abram, go. Leave your country, your father's house, and go to the land I will show you. I will make you into a great nation. Through you, all the peoples of the earth will be blessed. No map, no direction, only a voice and a promise. But Abram knew it was the voice of the living God. So at dawn he gathered his things, his flocks, his servants, his wife Sarai. He looked at the horizon, a desert without a path, and began to walk. People laughed. They called him foolish. But Abram said softly, open quote, if God has called me, I cannot stay. Days became years. He wandered through strange lands. He built altars, and under the silent sky he whispered, open quote, my descendants will be like the stars, close quote. But time passed. His hair turned silver. Sarai grew old, and the promise seemed to fade away. Sometimes in the firelight he stared into the dark, hearing the wind whisper doubt. Then God came again. Open quote, look up, Abram. Count the stars if you can. So shall your descendants be. And Abram believed, and God called him righteous. A year later, Sarai bore a son, a miracle born from a barren womb. They named him Isaac, meaning laughter. And the tents of Abraham filled with joy. He held his child and said through tears, open quote, Lord, you have kept your word. But God was not finished. One day he called again, open quote, Abraham. Here I am, Lord. Take your son, your only son, the one you love, Isaac, and offer him to me as a sacrifice on a mountain I will show you. The world went silent. The promise, the joy, the future, all in that boy, and God was asking for him back. That night, Abraham didn't sleep. The lamp flickered across his face, wet with tears. Sarai slept, unaware of the storm inside him. He stepped outside, looked up at the stars again, and whispered, open quote, Lord, I don't understand, but I trust you. At sunrise, he split the wood. He saddled the donkey he called Isaac. For 3 days, they walked in silence. Each step cut deeper into his heart. Near the mountain, Isaac spoke, open quote, Father, here are the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb? Abraham's voice trembled. Open quote, my son, God himself will provide. On Mount Moriah, he built the altar. He tied his son. He laid him on the wood. Isaac did not resist. He trusted his father, and his father trusted God. Abraham lifted the knife. Heaven held its breath. Time stood still. Then a voice from heaven, open quote, Abraham, stop. Do not harm the boy. Now I know you fear God because you have not withheld your son, your only son, from me. Abraham dropped the knife. He fell to the ground, shaking, tears streaming. And then he saw it, a ram caught by its horns in a thicket. God had provided. That day, Abraham named the place, the Lord will provide. And God said, I will bless you and make your descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky and the sand on the shore. Through your offspring, all nations will be blessed. From that promise came Jesus Christ, the Lamb who died for all mankind. Faith. That is what Abraham left behind. Faith that believes when nothing is certain. Faith that walks when the road disappears. Faith that says, open quote, even if I don't see it, I will trust you. Because Abraham knew God never tests to destroy. He tests to fulfill his promise. And even now his voice still whispers to every trembling heart, open quote, go, even when you cannot see the way. Believe, even when you are afraid. For I am the God of Abraham, the God who keeps his word, and I will finish what I have begun.